Alright, so we've been focused on solving equations. Now we're going to solve inequalities, which is basically the same. There's only a couple of minor differences. Let's start with an example. So negative 11 over 7m is less than negative 649 over 56. Now those are big numbers, but I'm not going to take your calculator away from you. Let's solve it the same way you would solve it as if it were an equation. I need to get rid of this fraction. And the way we get rid of fractions is by multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply by negative 7 over 11 on both sides. So over here, that'll cancel out. Over here, use your calculator. I'm going to use my calculator. Negative 649 over 56 times negative 7 over 11 gives me a decimal, which since my original was in fraction form, I'm going to leave it in fraction form. When you change it back, you should get 59 over 8. Now the only thing different about this from an equation is that I have to watch out for this inequality. You may remember, anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality. So because I multiply by that negative 7 over 11, I actually have m is greater than 59 over 8. And that's it for that one. That was nice and easy. Just use your calculator. Let's try one with a couple more steps. So same thing, I'm always going to start just like it's an equation. I see this parentheses, that makes me want to distribute. So let's do that first. 8m plus 8 times 7 is 56. So I have a minus 7m is greater than 21 minus 4m. Now you're going to want to put your like terms together. So 8m minus 7m is 1m. Everything else is staying exactly the same. And then again, we're solving just like it's an equation. So I need all the m's on one side, all the numbers on the other. So I'm going to add 4m to both sides. That cancels over here. M plus 4m is 5m plus 56 is greater than 21. And then I'm going to subtract 56 from both sides. So let's see, 21 minus 56 is going to be negative 35. So now I have 5m is greater than negative 35. Notice I didn't flip the inequality because I'm just subtracting. It's only when you multiply or divide by a negative. Now I do still need to divide by 5, but it's positive, so I don't have to switch the inequality. So it looks like our final answer is m is greater than negative 7. Alright, I want to do one more, because you do sometimes get sort of a weird thing with inequalities. I kind of moved, but it's been still too long and the lights went off. Alright, so we start the same way, solve it like it's an equation. I want to distribute this negative 4 first. So left side is still the same. Negative 4 times k is negative 4k. Negative 4 times negative 3 is a plus 12. Now here's what's weird about this one. When I go to put all the k's on one side, when I add 4k, that actually cancels out on both sides. So I get 18 is greater than or equal to 12. Anytime all the variables cancel out, all you have to do is think about whether this is true or false. 18 is greater than or equal to 12, so this is true. What that means is my answer is all real numbers. No matter what number I plug in for k, this inequality will always give me a true statement. If it were false, the answer would be no solution. There's no number you could plug in to make that statement true.